Assalamualaikum दोस्तों. Today we are going to read subject, verb, object, and when they will be together, a subject and a verb and an object will be together, they will create a sentence. Today we are going to read subject, verb, and object in detail. Types of subjects, what is verb, what is predicate, what is object, and type of objects. How to make sentence. So let's little bit just see when we are speaking, wherever, whatever we are saying. Example, if I say I am playing, I am going, I am running, these are words are called sentence. Mean these whatever words I am telling, these are called sentence. So what is sentence? How to make a sentence? So what is subject? How we know it is our subject, how we know it is our verb, how we know it is our object. But in this video, we are going to read these things in details. Subjects, verb, and objects. Let's see an example. First of all, if I say here, E plays cricket. E plays cricket. So, ओ क्रिकेट खेलता है. So here, where is our subject? E is our subject pronoun. Plays is our verb. This is our subject. This is our verb, and cricket is our object. So now we need to know what is subject, what is verb, and what is objects. So example, if I will tell you, subject simply mean. Subject can be two ways. First of all, we know that what is the meaning of subject. Subject can be two ways. First, that we call it doer of the action. काम करने वाले को हम subject कहते हैं. But sometimes we will not find any action, any work. So in that case, subject will not be our doer of the actions. Subject can be जिस पर काम हो रहा हो. जिस पर काम हो रहा हो तो वो हो गया हमारा subject. Example, here I am saying he plays cricket. So here he can be considered as her subject, doer of the action, because he is doing what? He is playing cricket. But if I say he is a teacher, he is a teacher, in this sentence there is no any action. I am not doing anything. Action means beating, coming, going, running, writing, reading. These are called actions. But in this sentence, there is no action. How we consider it is our where is our subjects? So how we can consider he is our subject? So we need to know the subject does not mean always do the action. So sometimes subject does what? When our sentence is about what? हमारा sentence जो है वो किस चीज के बारे में है तो हो गया हमारा subjects. So let's know what is subjects in details with definitions, with examples completely. Let's come to here. What is the definition of subjects? How we know? Definition is not important. If your concept is going to be clear, definition does not work every time and everywhere. Okay, definition is here for just for your clarification. Subject, it is the doer of the actions. First, we need to understand subjects mean doer of the action till here. But all the time it does not do the work of doer. It does not do the work of doer. Second, we call it when what the sentence is about is called subjects. काम करने वाले को हम subject कहते हैं, but sometimes there is no any work. So how we will know that what is our subjects? So that case we need to know this sentence किस चीज के बारे में है. We are discussing about what? हम किस चीज के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं, वो हो गया हमारा subjects. So let's know the examples. Before I also make you understand, here again you will know it. What is subjects? Example, if I say she she is writing a letter. She is writing a letter. In this sentence, she is our subject because she is doing the action. It is the doer of the action. In this sentence, she is doing what? She is doing what? She is writing a letter. वो एक लेटर लिख रही है. So in this sentence, she is our subject. So this is our helping verb and writing is our action verb. Here mean that girl is there, she is doing something. She is doing what? She is writing a letter. So if there is no any work, if there is no any activity, if there is no any action is not being done. So in that case, we call it sentence is about what is called subject. Sentence जिस चीज के बारे में है उसको हम कहते हैं subject. Let's know an example. Bilal is my brother. Bilal is my brother. In this sentence, so there is no any action. It's just a statement. It is a sentence. It is giving complete sense, but it is not an action. So here, where is our subject? It is our, so Bilal is our subject. Why Bilal is our subject? Because we are talking about Bilal. We are not talking about brother. We are not talking about my. We are talking about Bilal. That Bilal is my brother. Bilal मेरा भाई है. So this is just the two difference between subjects. That what is the different? What is the meaning of subject? So which situation we use? So now let's know what is object. Object can be known by two ways. One is called receiver of the action. One is called receiver of the actions. And secondly, object will come for clarification, for clearness. Example, if I say she plays in grammar it is correct. She is our subject and plays is our object. In grammar, two things are there that we will call that creates a sentence. Two things are there: subject and verb. If there is a subject, if there is a verb, then our sentence is ready. But object is why important. Object is important in two ways. One is called receiver of the action. Second one is called for clarification. For clearness, it comes. So I say she plays. So there are lots of object can be. She plays hockey, she plays cricket, she plays tennis, whatever. So object, when we put the object, one thing, object receive the action. Secondly, object clear us that she is playing what. She plays what. So now let's know the subject in details, types of subjects, which kind of subject will be available and which kind of subject will come. Let's know the subjects completely. Let's know what is subject in details. One is called simple subjects. Simple subjects mean she plays cricket, they are going to Karachi, they are going to Pakistan, they are going to Islamabad. These are called simple sentence. This is a book, that is a chair, this is a mobile. These are called simple sentence. Let's know the simple sentence mean. Simple sentence means just a group of word. Can be 2 words, 3 words. These are called group of word. So they are going to buy a new car. In this sentence, just imagine where is our subject. So before we read that, subject can be doer of the action. If it cannot be the doer of the action, then जिस चीज के बारे में हम बात कर रहे हैं वो है हमारा subject. Here they are going to buy a car. They are doing something. There are some people. They are doing something. They are doing what? They are going to buy a new car. In this sentence, they हो गया हमारा subject. So I love my brother. I love my brother. So in this sentence, I am doing what? I am just doing I am doing love. मैं अपने भाई से प्यार करता हूँ. It means me. About whom I am talking? Who is doing love? I am doing love. So I हो गया हमारा subject. So now what is complete subjects? So one thing should be in our mind. Subject always cannot be just one. So subject cannot be always two. It can be lot. A sentence, like a sentence, complete sentence can be our subject. So complete subjects mean the modifier of simple subject. So some complete subject modifies the simple sentence. Now let's know that by the help of example, the mobile that I bought yesterday is broken. Now very important thing here. So before we read that, subjects mean doer of the action, काम करने वाले को कहते हैं, या जिस पर काम हो रहा हो तो उसको सब्जेक्ट कहते हैं. But in this sentence, how we recognize where is our subject? According to the definition, subject mean that which about what we are talking. We are talking about in this sentence about mobile. Mobile हो गया हमारा subject. Is this our subject? No, dears. It cannot be only our subject. If complete subjects need to modify our simple subject. Simple subject is the mobile. So its complete subjects. So the remaining of part of this sentence there they can modify our simple subject are called complete subjects. So complete subject here the mobile here simple sentence we can say subject is this. So in this sentence the mobile we are talking about mobile, but which mobile? But now this thing should be in our mind. Mobile कौन से वाला mobile? Mobile that I bought yesterday. Till here it is our complete subject. I am talking about this mobile, but which mobile? That yesterday I bought. So that is called our complete subjects. So example, if you say this is our simply mean this is our subject, then what are these? These are the modifier of our simple subjects. Mobile, which mobile? That I bought yesterday. Till here it is our complete subject. So this is our verb and this is our dependent verb, this is our main verb. Now next one. Example, the red mobile is mine. So if when we see the definition previous, so we say that doer of the action, if not then him जिस पर काम हो रहा हो. Here we are talking about जिस पर काम हो रहा हो या जिसके बारे में हम बात कर रहे हैं. So ये हो गया हमारा subject according to definitions. But complete subject mean which mobile? Mobile is mine. But which mobile? The red mobile. Till here it is our complete subjects. Because we are talking about which mobile? The red mobile. I am not talking about just one mobile. I am not talking about only mobile. I am talking the red mobile that is on the chair is mine. So simple example, if I say she is my teacher. So she हो गया हमारा subject and his हो गया हमारा helping verb, my हो गया हमारा possessive adjective and teacher हो गया हमारा what? Object? Okay, let's know we will after that what is object mean and what is our teacher here. But before going to here we need to understand the concept of subject. Example, if I say she is my teacher, she is our subject, simple subject. But how we can make this simple subject into complete subject? Like this, you can. The teacher that is sitting on the chair is my. The teacher who is sitting on the chair is my class teachers. If the girl is there, that is she is sitting on the chair. She is my class teacher. I mean, this is completely about. I am giving detail about my simple subject. She is about she. I am giving completely detail. So complete subject is called when you give information, when you modify your simple sentence details. So this is called our complete subject. So now let's know what is compound subject. The word compound, we have read compound sentence here. So compound sentence, so we can say that when two sentences will be together by the help of coordinated conjunctions, then we call it compound sentence like this. When here two or more than two subjects, two or more than two, here just forget. So two and more than two subjects, not only one, more than two subjects, then they are called when they one or more than one, two or more than two subjects, when they are doing or they are performing action. Yeah, when we are talking about not only one, we are talking about two subjects, so they can be our compound subject. Here Bilal and Wahid are best friends. So here one thing, they are not doing action, and here I am not talking about only Bilal. So if I were talking about only Bilal, so I may say, hey, Bilal is my best friend or this or that. But here I am talking, we have two names, two nouns. So two subjects we have. One is Bilal and one is Wahid. Mean they both are what? They both are best friends. So here till here, this is our compound subjects. Mean this is one subject and this is one subject. So take the example of this one. He simply it is our subject. Simply it is our subject pronoun. He, I again it is our subject pronoun. Mean in this sentence two subjects are coming. So these are this sentence two subjects are coming. These are called compound subjects. Compound subject mean two or more than two subjects will be together, so are called compound subject. So one thing should be in our mind. So here I have written just two subject, E and I. So but they can be more. They can be 3, they can be 4, they can be 5, whatever you want to for. That is different fun on you. So E and I are angry for a long time. जो E जो लड़का है and me is I is there. So we are there, we are angry. हम एक दूसरे से बहुत सी मुद्दतों से नाराज हैं. We are angry and disappointed with each other. So this is called compound subjects. I hope you are getting completely, and next we will know another sentence. So example, if I say the book that is on the chair is mine. So the book that is on the chair is mine. You should tell me from them. This is simple subjects, complex, complete subject and compound subjects. You should comment me in which kind of subject is it. So now let's know what is objects. Objects we will read in details. Direct object, indirect object. So also compound object. So let's know what is object. Now let's know what is objects and what are the types of object. First of all, again I will tell you again repetitions, a revision, small revision. Object mean receiver of the actions, and secondly objects comes for clarification. It clears us. So now let's know what are the type of object. Like subject we read simple subject, compound subject and complete subject. Like this also three parts of objects. First direct object, indirect object and compound object. So here two times written compound objects. So now let's know what is direct object mean. Direct object means it receives the actions directly. Mean the direct objects is there, so Direct object always receive the actions directly. Objects, again we know that objects mean if you are doing something, जो आप काम कर रहे हो, आपका जो काम करना या जो आप किसी भी चीज आप खा रहे हो, पी रहे हो, जा रहे हो, जिस चीज पर आपका असर पड़ता है वो हो गया हमारा ऑब्जेक्ट. Here example, if I say Sadhya is reading a book. Sadhya is what? Sadhya is our subject. Sadhya is our subject because Sadhya is doing the action. Sadhya हो गया हमारा subject. So secondly, so reading is our action. That Sadhya is doing what? Sadhya reading. Sadhya doing what? Sadhya is reading. And here we have only one object. So directly actions. This action is being received by Sadhya directly. So in this sentence we do not have other objects. So direct object, again let's know direct object means that you are doing something. आप जो काम कर रहे हो, आपके जो काम करने का जो असर है, जो जिस पर पड़ता है वो हो गया हमारा डायरेक्ट और just object होगा. Direct object and indirect object. Let's know, we know that what is direct object and what is indirect object. So boys are playing. Okay, boys are playing. Okay, boys are playing. Okay. So boys are playing. Okay. Here you should tell me where is our subject. So we are talking about what here. Again we know that subject means doer object काम करने वाले को कहते हैं या जिसके बारे में बात की जा रही हो, वो हो गया हमारा subject. Here but we are not talking about something that some boys are there, they are doing what? They are playing. Okay. So in this sentence, boy is our boys. These boys are there, many boys are there, they are our subject. In this sentence we correct boys is our subject and it is our helping verb, it is our main verb, we call it action verb, and this is our okay is our object. Mean it is receiving the action directly. So now let's know what is indirect objects and what is the difference between indirect object and direct object. Indirect object receives the direct object and answer the question for whom, to whom. For whom किसके लिए, to whom किसको. So that is our what is called indirect objects. Indirect object का मतलब ये है जब डायरेक्ट ऑब्जेक्ट का असर जिस पर पड़ता है वो हो गया हमारा indirect objects. Now let's know by the help of exam first. Now if I here just very important thing, first of all we need to know he gave. कोई लड़का था उसने दिया था, कोई लड़का था उसने दिया क्या दिया, me a pen. First of all cut the word me. We should cut the me and we should just see a little bit here. He gave a pen. He gave a pen. Simply mean he gave a pen. So he is our subject. You directly know what is it is our subject because we are reading for a long time. Secondly, give is our second form of the verb. And a pen, this can be our direct objects. So first of all, he is given me what? He is given a pen. I received the pen. So here, this is our direct object and me is our indirect object. Another technique to understand direct and indirect objects are two. One is called living thing, one is called living things, and one is called non-living things. So when this thing should be again in our mind when there will be two objects. One is called direct object, second one is called indirect object. In that case, our that living non-living object always can be considered by what? Non-living thing. Non-living thing can be considered our direct object. Direct object. And living thing can be considered our indirect object. Now let's know how. Suppose example, non-living thing we call it direct object, and living thing we call it indirect object. In this sentence, just see, he gave me. When there will be two objects, this me will be our indirect object. That's called non-living things, and this is our indirect, so direct object. So this is called direct object. This is our direct object, this is our indirect object. Direct object, indirect object. If there will be two objects, then indirect object always consider living things, and direct object can be considered non-living things. So here let's know the example of second one. You sent a message. So let's know first of all where is our subject. In this sentence, who is doing, who did the work? You did the work. You did what? You sent. So you हो गया हमारा subject. You हो गया हमारा subject. Sent हो गया हमारा verb. And now here, just know the formula of this one. You will directly know that this message, this is our direct. This is our direct object, and this is our indirect object. I hope you have gotten this. Okay, there is another example. We will see here. Sabha taught us English. So here, Sabha taught us what? Sabha taught us what? English. So first thing we need to hear Sabha. It is our object. It is our subject. It is our subject. Sabha did the work. It is our subject. So taught, it is our verb, action verb. Now here we have two objects. One is hers, second one is English. So in this sentence, if we see this formula, secondly we need to know the definition of we can say object is the indirect objects receive the direct object and answer the question for whom to whom. To whom means usne, that there was a girl. She taught us what? She taught us what? To whom? To whom? किसको? हमको. किसको? हमको. क्या पढ़ाया है? English. She taught us English. So this is our direct object, and us is our indirect object. So again another question there is another question. So can we bring our, mostly students become confused, but don't be very, I will tell you. Can we bring our indirect object at the last and direct object before? So yes, you can bring it in a proper way, but yes, there is a small thing that we need to know when we are bringing our indirect object last, indirect object first. So there is a small things that we need to know it. Let's know. Example, she gave a Fine. Now, before going to write your indirect object, so there is a word we need to put that is called to me. Right? To me. She gave a pen to me. This thing should be in our mind when we are changing our indirect object. We are bringing our indirect object last, so we need to put the word to him, to them, to us, to her, to it. So this is just a small formula, so you can bring it and you need to put the word to, and after to you should put your object, the which object you need, which object you like the most. So I hope you these things become clear for you, and now we will understand. Still there is one. Still there is one. Compound objects. Compound object like this compound subjects. When there will be two, not more than two. More than two. Just two and more than two objects will be there. Objects will be there. So we call it compound object. Let's know it. They will teach us. They will teach us. Here we need to know first. It is our. They is our what? They is our subject. They is our subject. Mashallah, you know now you are good. Okay, they is our subject. And now we have two things. Two objects. One is called what? They will teach us Urdu and Arabic. So they will teach us Urdu till this is our one object, and the second one is they will teach Urdu and English. Yeah, they will teach us. Here many objects are coming. Yes, you can understand it. You can cut your eyes. Not the important also does not matter. They will teach us Urdu and Arabic. Arabic. We can say Arabic and Arabic. So they both are our object. One object Arabic and one object is Urdu. So they are called two object, like two subject. Simple, very simple. She made. A girl is there. She made what? She made tea and coffee both. She did not make only tea. She made tea and coffee both. So we consider tea is our first object, and second one is called, it is our second object. They are called compound object. When there will be two or more than two objects are called compound objects. So also written here. So I hope you have gotten these all things, and I hope you will not need to search and you will not need to read them again. So now let's know what is verb, and second one is there is another word for making a sentence or knowing that we call it predicate. Predicate. So predicate क्या है? So now let's know predicate and verb. Now come predicate is what? Predicate is what? Now let's know predicate is what? Predicate simple, very simple. Predicate. So first of all, just verb I will tell you. Verb mean actions. Actions. जा रहा है, खा रहा है, पी रहा है, खेल रहा है. These are called, these actions are called our verb. And predicate is what? And predicate means simply after subject, the remaining part of a sentence is called predicate. Leave your subject. Understand this example. If I will write here, he plays. What? He plays cricket. He plays cricket. Karachi is a beautiful city. So now just these examples are enough. So predicate means after subject. After subject, this is our we call it, this is our subject, because action is doing the action. और लड़का है, he is doing the action, he is doing what, he is playing, or he plays cricket, he playing cricket. So this is our subjects. After subjects, so the remaining part till here, this is called our predicate. So second, let's know Karachi. In this sentence, Karachi is a beautiful city. So in this sentence, there is no any action. So let's know our previous subject definition. Me, there may be a person who is doing the work, not then जिस चीज के बारे में हम बात कर रहे हैं वो हो गया हमारा subjects. So here we are talking about Karachi. So Karachi हो गया हमारा subject. Karachi हो गया हमारा subject. And secondly, so after subject, the remaining part, whatever they will be, these are called our predicate. We tell here, these whatever words are there, 5 words are there, 10 words are there, 1000 words are there, they are called our predicate. So predicate, also we will write predicate in another way. He just plays. He just plays. Here he plays, he is our subject, he is doing the work, he plays, this is our subject, and this can be our predicate. This is our word, main word, but it is also our predicate. So I hope you have gotten what is subject, because we have read these all things completely. What is subject, what is object, what is predicate, what is verb. Sentence can be made by 3 things. Complete sentence can be made by 3 things: by subject, by verb, by and object. If you have one subject, if you have one object, if you have one verb, so your sentence is correct. I hope you have gotten these things properly, and inshallah we will meet next video